Right, so we are plugged in. So let's go into, where do we start on this?
Okay. We've got, we're running a 3-channel 5-amp rig. So
As you do.
As most people would want to do in their spare time. Now, basically, our signal path starts with the Wah, the Joe Bonamassa Signature Wah, which if we stick it on, you'll hear it's noisy as hell.
I believe they're true bypass or buffered.
Yes, either way. I think this is on set to tone suck, so for the least amount of treble.
The way it should be.
Yes, yeah. We like a dark situation. From there, I believe we go into the Super Trem, which then goes into the splitter box made by Dave Friedman at Rack Systems in LA. And that's just a splitter to isolate all the amps so they don't have a ground loop. Mm-hmm. And we've also done it with our effects loop, so everything should go according to plan, and I shouldn't have to lift the grounds on anything and
run out here in an emergency.
So then out of the splitter it comes into this Lele ABC, and the ABC controls 3 settings. Setting A are 2 Jubilees, and 1 Jubilee is always on no matter what amp selection. And so then B is a Jubilee with 2 Van Wielden heads, and then C is a Jubilee with a 1967 Super PA Marshall, and that's just to give 3 different kind of EQ feel and feels. And the fuzz face goes only to 1 Jubilee. And that way you don't lose all your sound, because that thing will just mess up your day. It just. And then we're coming in out of the splitter. We go through all these pedals here. This is a new prototype, way huge, called the effect pedal, and it's kind of a cleaner boost thing. And what our friend George Trips does is he sticks them in the effect pedal box and makes people wound up on guitar forms, because what's inside there, who knows?
It's always a mystery with George Trips.
Oh yeah, he's fun like that. And then this is an original vintage tube screamer that a friend of ours gave us as a little present. And then I believe we're going to go up into the new Bonamassa Custom Shop MXR FET driver. Is that good sales pitch?
Yeah, but just arrived in store.
Oh, you have it in stock?
Yeah, we've got them in stock.
This will make you play just like Joe Bonamassa. And that's kind of a takeoff on a Chandler tube driver, a BK Butler, but it's a tubeless tube driver.
Yeah.
It was called different things, and now we're calling it the FET because it's an FET chip in there. And then that goes into the MXR micro flanger, which anyone can get. And that's used on a couple spots of the show. And then the digital delay, which is a Boss DD3, which, common. It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife.
It's still one of the best effects around.
Yeah. And then the Hughes and Kettner Rotosphere, they go through the effects loop of Jubilee, the main Jubilee. And what you get, I'll just give you a little sample. This is the 2 Jubilees. So you got the delay and a dry Jubilee. Then now we're going to go to the delayed Jubilee with 2 Van Wieldens. Reverb is in the back. I'll show you that after. They're just 2 Boss RV5s.
Okay.
And they go through the loop of each Van Wielden. And then this is the super lead, the best one right here. Classic sound.
And that is just, that's everyone's dream tone right there, really.
Yeah, and it's not as much gain. You see, there's no effect on. If I put the tube screen, it just gives it a little more, just a little.
Yeah.
We're not running it full out, full tilt. And here's the FET driver. So it's a darker kind of.
Just gives it's a little bit creamier, like the Butler tube drivers. Really.
Yeah, exactly. And that's really all there is to it. it's not rocket science. And if it came down to it, give us a Marshall head with an effects loop, a DD3, and a tube screamer, and away you go. We could even do it with a twin reverb and just put the delay in front.
Yeah.
You know? So that's basically how all that works. We use these Klotz signature Bonamassa cables, and these have the shut-off jacks, so when we change the
silent
guitars,
jacks.
yeah, it's a Neutrik, I think, silent plug.
Yeah, we do some cables in stores similar. They're wicked cables for that.
Yeah, these are great, and I'm not sure what they used for these cables, Knair or maybe Mogami, but that's all wired by the guys at Tone Merchants in LA, and they cleaned up a mess.
Yeah.
I inherited a couple years of touring's setup when I got here.
So it was your job to kind of clean it all up, and
by the time we finished what we were doing, there was just gaffer tape holding stuff on where stuff had broken, and I jammed an extra delay in or something. So we took it to the pros because neither of us enjoy a soldering iron.